Hey guys, it's Brian. We're still at IPCPR 2009, and look who we ran into. It's Heather Haddad from Fumee World. How you doing?
Very well. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Excellent.
So you've got an interesting story. You've been kind of cigar press. You've been a retailer both online and offline. It's a pretty interesting story. I mean, what was that journey like?
Well, I kind of started with the podcast, which was a really great way for me to get to know people in the industry, kind of do a little networking, but ultimately my goal was always to open up a cigar shop. Along the way I found out that you can't get a business loan unless you already have a business, which is a little ironic, so we wound up having to start online. And we did that for, I think, about a year, and we were finally able to qualify for a business loan and open up our brick and mortar, which was always the goal. It just took us a couple steps to get there. So we've been open for 9 months now.
Great, great. Now, do you find that when you come to the show now, as a retailer, do they treat you differently now that you actually have the brick and mortar than they did before when you were just online? Because I've seen you at several shows now, so it's...
I think this is my 4th show, and it's my first show where I actually know all my sales reps at all the booths, and so yes, they treat you differently in that now they're trying to sell you now. Before I could be incognito, but now I have to sit down for the full sales pitch everywhere, so definitely, it takes a lot longer to get through the whole show.
So you have the same access to product as you did before. Did you have a lot of people that wouldn't deal with you at all before when you were just the online? No, it's been pretty much the same. Yeah,
that's not true. There's maybe a couple brands that wouldn't do an online only place, but for the most part, it hasn't really changed that much. Our one big score is we just got Illusione, and they're very anti-online sales, so we're not even gonna probably put them on our website. We're just gonna sell them in the brick and mortar. It took me 3 years to get that account, so I'm not gonna screw it up.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Yeah, but we're really excited to be bringing Illusione in. So.
Yeah, so. What about the show were you looking to accomplish? I mean, it sounds like getting Illusione in was one of the big things. Was there other things? I mean, what were you looking for while you were here? What would you have to accomplish here to go home and say, hey, that was a successful show?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You're always looking for the new product that's coming out. What's going to be the new hot thing? You don't always know, so sometimes you just take a gamble on a brand that people haven't heard of if you think they make good sticks. The other big thing is networking here. You meet a ton of people, you meet all the manufacturers and other people in the industry, people that know a lot about politics and what's going on with different cigar legislation. So it's a great time to be able to keep your pulse on the cigar industry and see what's going on.
So what are your thoughts on CRA? Are you a member of CRA?
Yes, absolutely. We're all members of CRA, and I'm on the board of the TXCMA, which is a Texas version for merchants to fight cigar legislation. I became a board member today, actually, so it's very new.
Wow.
My official first day on the job. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm going to, in the future, be very involved in Texas politics and stopping cigar legislation. We just fought off our smoking ban this year, and in Texas they meet every 2 years, so we have two years before they'll bring it up again. So, but we're already gearing up. I mean, the anti-cigar people have already started sending out letters asking for testimonies from people that were negatively affected by smoke. So they're already starting, so we have to start, to get on the defensive.
So how is business so far in your, with the new shop? You got it open. Is it?
It's great.
Running smoothly.
Absolutely.
What kind of challenges are you running into? I guess that's one of the big things that I think you probably asked a lot.
Well, it's definitely not easy, and for me the biggest challenge is learning to manage an inventory-based business has been. I'm still learning. It's hard to keep product in stock and to not overstock, so you're just sitting on money and not turning it. So I'm still learning about that. We just got our beer and wine license, so I'm sure we'll have all sorts of fun new problems with that. But overall, it's been great. We have a lot of really great customers, clients that come in. A lot of them have actually become really good friends. So before I didn't know anybody in Texas, and now I know tons and tons of people. So it's really nice.
So, here at the show, kind of changing pace a little bit. What was their hype? What had you heard about that you were really, really excited about? Getting your hands on, seeing,
new products.
Yeah, bringing in. Yeah. What's the big buzz for you?
I heard that Pepin was doing some new blends for Ashton, and he has this new My Father coming out. So I'm a Pepin fan, so I was excited about those. But I am excited about the newest Blancos. I haven't smoked it yet, but I think it's called the 9. And Sean Williams' stuff that Los Blancos is distributing. So far I've smoked Sean's and I liked it a lot. And it remains to be seen. I haven't smoked the new Avalon yet. It's the San Cristobal. It's a sun-grown. So I'm excited to try that.
Oh yeah. Well, great. Walt, do you have anything else you want to throw in there? Well, thanks for taking some time out of your busy schedule to meet with us.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, we'll see you either around here or we'll possibly next year. Who knows?
Absolutely. Thank
Thanks.
you very much.